This month's Smash Our Stash collaboration was all about finishing those unfinished projects. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. This is the Smash Our Stash collaboration, which is it's a collaboration about trying to use up some of the things in your stash, especially things that you might forget about or hoard. It's a small collaboration that I do with some of my friends, and there will be a playlist linked in the description box below for you. And each month we have a prompt or theme that we are supposed to work on. And this month was a little bit different. It's unfinished projects. So it's not something that you buy and hoard, but it is something that we tend to accumulate. All those projects that we start and don't finish, maybe because we ran out of time, maybe because we forgot about it, maybe because we just kind of lost interest. So I'm trying to kind of walk through, I've got a lot to share today. So I'm going to kind of flip through my journals here as I talk about what my plans were, my goals were for this month, and what I accomplished. So for unfinished projects, I decided to focus on, I have others, but I decided to focus on some of them that I started recently. Like last month, for Smash Our Stash, I started 5 different journals. I have 2 of these recipe style journals and then 3 garden journals, and I had the papers kind of put together, or not even sewed together, but just kind of like arranged how I wanted them, but I did not have covers, I didn't have it sewn together, I didn't have them embellished, so I decided that I would work on trying to finish these up for the July Smash Our Stash, since it was unfinished projects. And I did, for the most part, get these all finished. And then, so I'm going to work on kind of quickly flipping through all of these. And then I did, for smashing those small pads at the end of June, I created some scrapbook pages that I didn't get to finish. And so I did manage to finish a few of those. I will share those. I was hoping to get through the rest of them, but I just kind of tried to pick the ones that already had titles that just needed journaling and embellishing. Now, there are 2 of these journals, like this one and this one, that I still need to come up with. I need to add a title to. I was going to do some vinyl on the front. But for the most part, they're finished. I also had some card fronts that I started to use up scraps from the journals. I had started those last month, and I did get those on card bases and added sentiments. So those are finished up. So the journals are all, the recipe journals are kind of similar. They just have some different embellishments. And then the gardening journals are all kind of similar to each other as well, but same thing. They just have some different papers, some different embellishments. This is the center. I always like to cover my strings whenever I sew my journals. So I tend to make a pocket, or just like a kind of a non-pocket page that's glued together in the center. So the journals are just made from a wide variety of papers. I think I managed to work through a couple collections, a bunch of random papers, and then half of 12 by 12 pad. So that was a good dent in, not really a dent. I used a lot of paper. It didn't really make, it should have made a dent in my stash, but it was a good bit of paper that I managed to work through for the journals. And some of it I had kind of been collecting together for a few years to have enough to be able to make the journals. So now we're moving, those were the recipes journals. Now we're moving into the gardening journals. I have this one, which is kind of more focused on a vegetable type garden. So I tried to find my seed catalog pages that had flowers or vegetables in them, but there is still a bunch of floral in here because the collections I used had a lot of florals. So on the garden journals, there are still, I want to print some things out and add some things in the garden journal that I use. I made one when we moved into this house 18 years ago, and it is more of a composition style notebook that I just kind of decorated and kind of add and embellish as I go. But I want to print out, like, especially for this one, like some companion plant ideas. So if you're planting tomatoes, you can plant marigolds and garlic and some herbs in with your tomatoes, and they help each other grow, and then they also prevent some pests. So I thought it might be fun to include some like printouts of those and tuck them in to some of the pockets, because there's a ton of pockets in here, and so I do still want to do that, but I didn't get a chance. And then as far as embellishing, like I used scraps to create all of the pockets that are in the journals, or the little flips. There's just a variety of different pockets. There was a couple of the paper collections that had a ton of cut up parts, so those are peppered through. On these next two, I used cut up parts as a title for the journal as well. And I tried to make sure there is quite a bit of white space, and my intention for the white space is that, you know, like there's grid, so someone can draw out a garden bed if they want, or a layout of how they want the garden to look like. There's places for notes, like how did these plants do? What do I want to plant next year? And so I thought about, because I'm going to be selling these at craft shows, and I thought about when I add the tag that says, you know, what it is and how much it is, that I might like put some of those ideas in there just to give people some, I don't know, ideas on how it would be used. So, and there, I didn't embellish every single page. Like this one was really pretty. I didn't want to cover it. And I tried not to cover too much of the white pages so that there's room for, you know, people to write notes or make lists. You know, what do I want to plant next year? What do I still need to buy? Things like that. So again, on these, I used up a bunch of stickers and embellishments from my stash. Same with the papers. You know, like when I was showing you the recipe journals, it was a random mix of collections, a pad, and just loose papers from my stash. So kind of a fun mix of things in here. So one more, and I know I'm going very quickly, but since this is there's a playlist, it's a collaboration. I want you to be able to check out everyone else's projects as well. But I did want to show, since I kind of flipped through the unfinished ones last month, I did want to at least flip through how they came out. These were a lot of fun. And it was kind of fun just going through my stash to find like what else would work in here. It was nice to be able to use up some of my like gardening magazine pages. I'd been saving those for a while, so. And then I have some strips in here. I haven't decided if I want to turn it into like a bookmark or just leave it. And people can use them how they want. And here I need to re-glue that down. So just a lot of fun stuff in here. And I do have like the seam binding, kind of stretchy seam binding. And on some of these, I left it fairly loose, maybe too loose in some cases, but I figured like mine, I keep adding stuff to it. And so it's going to, you know, it gets more and more dimensional as you go, especially if you're using it over the course of years and you tuck receipts in, or, you know, random notes or pictures or things like that, it's going to grow. So anyway, from some of the scraps that I had left from the journals last month, I had started some card fronts. And so I had the card front all made. I just needed a card base and then, a sentiment or an embellishment. So I managed to finish these off. Kind of a mix of sentiments. And for the card bases, I had some like pre-made, like pre-purchased card bases that were in my stash, and so I was trying to use those up. So some of them are colored, some of them are white. So those are done, and then I did manage to finish 3 of the scrapbook pages. Again, tried to focus on ones that already had the title on them. So if you follow my channel, you probably just saw these from the end of June. I had everything on here except for the gems and the little flowers and the extra embellishments. And then I did add my journaling. So now I can get these in my album. This one I added like some flowers and then some gems. And then this one, the other 2 of this needed titles, but this one I was going with the Let's Flamingo because I was trying to pull off, well, one, I was trying to use up this paper in my Smash Those Small Pads, and it tied in with the flamingo that's in the picture, so we went with that. And so then it just needed embellishment, so I found some puffy stickers that kind of tied in color-wise, and then brought in some pink gems, and then just added my journaling down here. So I know I kind of like flipped through a lot in a short amount of time, but like I said, there are other participants in this collaboration, and I want you to be able to go check out their projects. It's always fun to see on like free choice months or on months of unfinished projects what people decide to focus on. So I want you to be able to have some time to go to that playlist and check everybody else out. As always, I thank you so very much for your time today, and I hope you all have a very crafty day.